Einen wunderschönen guten Nachmittag, a wonderful good evening. We are sitting here in the Berlin Business Wohnzimmer and we have a wonderful weekend with the haute couture jewelry label called BaroQco. And I have here a special guest sitting by my side. And could you present yourself first by name?
I'm Jeanine.
You're Jeanine, and you just arrived lately from Amsterdam, isn't it?
No, from Eindhoven, south of Holland. Yeah.
And the very special thing is that you have a special bond with BaroQco.
Yes, BaroQco is the main supplier of goods for me personally, but also for my election of the Dutchqueen Awards.
The Dutchqueen DQO, I have seen it on the sponsoring list and supporting list for BaroQco.
Yes, of course. Yeah. Yes, yeah. Yes, we were together in that, and Dutchqueen Award is a basic Dutch thing, but we have candidates from Italy, from Germany, from Indonesia, from England, Belgium, of course, a lot, and of course some from Holland. But it's not only queens, it is also drag kings, bio-drags.
What are bio-drags?
Bio-drags is a girl that is doing drag. Drag is an art, yeah? And so why not a girl can do an art, yeah? So that is bio-drag. There are some other names for that, but okay, that is not so important. And there are also some awards for the best community organizer, for the best place to be, and that kind of things. It is not only one queen that can win. Now there are 10 awards. So, and we hope that we can roll it out over complete Europe, and so that we say every 1 or 2 years we are in Germany or we are in Italy or something like that. We start in Holland, and but the candidates are coming from everywhere. We have now in contact with somebody out the US that is doing also RuPaul's. So we hope that it's going on. The basic plan was now this month, but you know, COVID is. So we moved to November next year, and we go to also to the TV. Yes, so.
So you have specified categories, I understand, and I mean it's not only drag queens but also drag kings.
Drag king is a lady that doing a man. They put some bird on and that kind of things. In the past it was not so. It was a drag queen. It wasn't travesty, yes, and then it was a drag queen. Yeah, the names changed and also the look changed, but it is complete. And then now more and more we say, okay, the felt was brighter. And that's just happy for us. That must be, yeah. It wasn't need a small group. It was wide out. That is the best thing that we can promote in our business. The LBT, okay, and all the other to Z, I think now. But it must be a good community without racism to other people in things. That's the best thing that we can have.
Yeah, it's really interesting because we are here in Berlin, and the scene is quite big, and we have here certain quarters where the LGBTQ communities are at home in Schöneberg, Mottstraße, for instance, or Potsdamer Straße a bit, and the Prenzlauer Berg, and here are quite famous drag queens who are living in Berlin, like Romy Haag, like Mary and Gordy. Gordy has already passed away, or like Ade Sabel, Candy Crush. No, she's in Cologne. Yeah, Bob Schneider, Jutta Hartmann. So I understand that you had been already in Berlin West before the wall came down, and maybe you have some, yeah, remindings. How was the situation in the community then?
Well, the community was then what we see in that time. It was a small community, but it was a community that specialized was in bars and that kind of things, doing some acts, but small. What I understand that it is now much bigger, and why I was 38 years ago that I was here for a show and for election and that kind of things. I cannot come every year here, but I was also a lot in Hamburg, Pulvervals and that kind of things. But I stopped. I must also make some money, so and then for 10 years, 12 years, I start more or less again, not doing acts on stage. That, yes, you know, 70 plus is yeah, okay, but somewhere that stops. So I go to the organizing of collections, shows. We do a lot of shows in Belgium. More or less we do every weekend show in Belgium, yes. And in Belgium we have there about from 500 to 1,000 people is looking into the show. Not only, and that I find fantastic, not only big people, but also shows. Yeah, shows. Complete people from one family that is coming with grandpa, with and the child and everything. And that I have not found in particularly in Holland. We tried to do that. It was not possible to do that. We have tried that too in Innsbruck. More or less success. And we have tried that do that in Düsseldorf. Yes, but it is not in like in Belgium. In Belgium, the calling of drag queen is not so good. They call it showgirls, revue, complete. We do that complete with star dancers and everything on it. Complete show of 4 or 5 hours. Yes, and that is only, I find that only in Belgium. Okay, we do that there.
It's really amazing how different the mentalities are, huh? And the markets.
Yeah, the market is completely different. Yes, and when I see that in Holland, they have acts in a small bar of something like that with guests from say 30, 50 guests. Yeah, not more. And one drag queen is performing, maybe 2. And in Belgium we have there still 20, 30, maybe 40 years, complete big shows. And that is, yeah, and see also that some of the big international performers like Julian, now the biggest one in Las Vegas, Vanessa van Cartier, yeah, that is, okay, they are beautiful, okay, they have to everything, yeah, their face completely different, okay, but they are winning in Belgium, they are winning in big things in Europe, winning in New York, when they are the biggest ones. It's coming out Belgium. Yeah? Yeah?
I mean, what we observed is when we traveled through Netherlands, Germany and then Belgium on the Autobahn, they completely drive very strangely, and we found out that in Belgium, I think up to the mid of the 90s, the people mustn't do a driving license, and it's really strange with Belgian people. But what I like to ask you is, here in Germany we have this kind of gender discussion everywhere, and we know that some activist people they refuse to say drag queens anymore because they feel insulted and this is discriminatory, and they say female imposters. What is your opinion to that?
Yeah, okay, drag queen is only a name, but drag queen, it is in basic a person that is doing an act show. Yeah? Okay, that the most are gay, you know that? Not all. Yeah. Not all. About 15-20% is normal hetero man or something like that. And okay, in the past it was travesty shows, yes. And you see that the name travesty is going away and drag is coming up, and especially the drag that is extremely makeup and that kind of things, and what I see then also in Holland, also in Belgium, also in Italy, that people say that over the top is that what we're seeking. But on other kant, they see on television, yeah, they see RuPaul's Drag Race, yes, and they say, okay, sure. But that is television, something else as the real world. And okay, I have not a feeling that we are discriminated or special people or something like that. We are normal, and okay, this is a custom that I cannot walk away on the Amsterdam. That is not possible. But when I take normal lady clothes, yeah, it's possible. Nobody says something. Nobody. Yeah? Maybe they look and they say, oh, that is maybe that is, okay. And also, I have never in my life, I was everywhere, I was in Russia, I was in China, as lady, yes, and I have never get a problem, never everywhere. In Russia, I was protected by the government. When I come and I say, I come as a lady, as okay, we protect you. You must well do the steps to inform them. But then it was Italian is a little bit strange. North Italian is a lot of prostitution and but I drive over Europe as lady. I drive to China. I drive to the States, and I have never get a problem. It is also the way how you perform when you are do changing, do not the best things and everything, then people are. But when you are normal, yeah, then you get not a problem, never.
What I'm always wondering, I mean, Elton John, he sang a song, The Boy in the Red Shoes, and this is a song about a young boy who found out that he likes to dress up as a woman, and he found some red shoes of his mother, yeah, and then he found it nice, and then he put it on. How was it with you?
Oh well, by me it was, I was married, I still married. Yes, next year 50 years.
Congratulations. Huh?
And I have never, I get support from my wife. Okay, I do not strange things and they like it. It is not that they say, okay, when you are as a lady, I go everywhere with you. No, but sometimes. And she buy clothes for me. Also, not this kind of things, but normal things. Eh? So that is expected, and it's go good. Not everywhere, of course, but in my marriage, my children knows, and everybody knows. The first time that I restart. Yes, say 12 years ago, I go to a photographer and I say, make some shoot. And then I put some big posters on my office for my work. I say, that I am. Somebody does not accept it. Yeah. The door is free to go. Not one is going. No. 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 I have around 4,500 employees, and people that is going is less than 5 in a year. So our bandwidth, our employers are very high. It's a strange way.
Wow, this is amazing. How? I mean, the transformation, yeah. I remember Mary doing this in one of her TV shows in German TV, because then travesty or drag became mainstream somehow, like Bollywood movies. I mean, 20 years ago, 25 years, impossible in German TV prime time on Saturday evening. But now, you know, diversity is very hyped. But how is for you? How do you feel when you change into becoming Jeanine?
Oh well, it is work. It is work. It is an art. It is. It costs a lot of time and it costs a lot of money. Yes, dresses like this costed 3,000–4,000 euros, and I have not one. I have more than 10. Yes, very more. And wigs, 100, something like that. So that is a very cost thing. So when you do it for a mind thing, so for not for to make money, yes, I do it for, yeah. I find it fine to do it.
It's a pleasure.
And it is a pleasure, not more. And that is in the beginning, yeah, it was not so. No, at the beginning, then I go to Germany and I get 20 D-mark. Yes, for an evening. Maybe I get some drinks or something, and that was all. That was all, and then it cost more than the best. Okay, some June Julian and Vanessa Cartier, they are getting a lot of money for that. But okay, they are the best, and there's always so.
But you learned it from the beginning and you worked yourself up and...
Yes. Yeah. In the beginning it was looks like normal, everything natural, and now it is more, a little bit more. Okay, age are coming and okay, but Botox and everything I don't like, so okay. Well, do it what we have.
But this is the right mindset. So, wonderful to have you here in Berlin. How long are you staying till Sunday?
No, tomorrow I have a show in the Netherlands.
Oh. It means you're leaving this evening?
I drive in the night back. Yeah.
Wow. So, thanks a lot for being here. Lots of success for the shows, and we keep in contact anyway.
Okay. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And next time, maybe I get you into contact with some drag queens from Berlin.
That will be nice. That will be nice.
Because who knows? Maybe you can do a joint venture and a show together.
They are also welcome our main election next year. Not a problem.
Wonderful. Thanks again.
Okay.